So you know what your influence, like when you just did that Luna interview, you pretty much killed BBLs. Like, you know you
I don't
saying
even know why they said that.
your influence though. You got the influence. I know you
Killed
just
nothing.
man, you
Them girls going to get their body done. I don't give a damn what I said. I'm telling you. I ain't killed nothing. Them girls get their body
you
done.
just saying it ain't for you.
And I ain't saying it ain't for me. I just said I like slim girls now.
Right, I got
You
it.
hear me?
Also.
Not over.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
also.
Yeah,
Also.
First I was
I
just
got
like, I ain't like slim girls.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing against BBL.
Yeah.
Like that. I was just saying the slim part.
Yeah.
You looking for like fire shit? Just look at the next trendsetter side, you know?
What makes a girl a trendsetter?
Girl do something, they bite. She might a trendsetter. Whether it's something old, something new, whatever they do it, somebody bite.
So, baby, set the record straight. Who is Mrs. Trendsetter?
Is there a timetable on the collab project between you and Future?
Yeah, it probably don't be a me and Future tape no more. Cause Thug in the mix now.
Yeah.
So whatever it would be, it'll be like all three of us.
How exciting creatively is that for you to get in the studio with those two guys and kind of spar with your verses?
Super exciting. To me, them like two of the main people that I would like say I look up to in the rap game, the whole hip hop thing. So to be able to like spar with them, I feel like that's sharpened me up a whole lot.
So what do you tell artists like your thugs and your little babies that probably feel the same way as you? You say it might be time to get out of Atlanta?
I told the baby that. I've been told the baby, hey, man, you might be too big for the city, you might need to move. You know what I'm saying? I never got a chance to tell Thug that, but I definitely told baby that before.
Because he used to be there, the baby used to be there just walking around like regular, like in grocery stores and everything.
Because so comfortable there. I got to comfort there. Like even time I went, if I'm in Atlanta and I have an episode, I go straight to my block. Because I know that block like the back of my hand. I always go there. It's just like them the familiar. It's like it's too familiar for me. You know what I'm saying? It's too familiar. Sometimes something too familiar for you, you got to get away from that because it's too much comfort there. It ain't no growth in comfort.
The one song, the lyric, "When, bitch, I'm a little baby." How'd you think of it?
I actually came up with it with one of the bros in the studio, but I'm glad we came up with it.
Genius.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you say that you get so annoyed with that fans scream to you?
What?
Yeah.
What is the most annoying shit ever? Because they sound terrible. They be like, what? Wheat? Wheat? Motherfucker, wheat? What is wheat? Yeah, they just scream it at improper times.
Improper time?
Yeah,
What's the most improper time?
I mean, I've been going through security and TSA is like, yeah! I'm like,
I probably started about 15 years ago getting more health conscious, and then I really got on another level when I got the call to do Super Bowl with Usher. I was like, I want to look good on the stage, so I got a trainer. A good friend of mine turned into a bodybuilder. And so I was like, yo, I need you to train me to get me ready for Super Bowl. And I looked pretty good at Super Bowl. And then I was like, I want to keep going. So like I'm on some super healthy stuff. I get my blood work done and all of that to see what's going on. Everybody out there, you should get your blood work drawn. If you're over 40, like if you like 30 something, 35-ish and up, if you haven't had a physical and had your blood work done, you should go get it done because it can show you markers and things that are going on in your body that you would not know because you look and feel fine.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
What about those guilty pleasures that was the hardest for you to kick? Because I have my own. I mean, last night I was
Fried food is the hardest thing. I'm from the South. I love fried chicken. I love fried fish. I'll get it every now and then, but you know, like oil, the seed oils is the worst thing. That's cancer. Seed oils and any foods with preservatives.
Okay.
All of that is the worst.
It's crazy how one night can flip everything. 1 minute, you're one of the biggest rappers on the planet. Grammy nominations, sold out arenas, millions in the bank. And the next, your name is being tied to a shooting involving an NFL player. And the internet is whispering the same terrifying word, RICO. Because what just happened in San Francisco wasn't some random club moment. People are saying it might be the exact thing federal investigators have been waiting for. And if that's true, Lil Baby's entire empire could be hanging by a thread. So how did we even get here? And why are the feds staying so quiet? Let's break it all down, because this story is way deeper than anyone wants to admit. Super Bowl weekend is supposed to be untouchable. Celebrities everywhere, money flying, parties packed with athletes, rappers, influencers, the whole country watching. But in the middle of all that chaos, something went left fast. Reports came out that an NFL player, Keon White, was shot at a strip club in San Francisco. Not in the streets, not outside some random bar, inside a lounge, surrounded by security, surrounded by cameras. And what made it even crazier? Lil Baby's name got pulled into it almost immediately. Witnesses claimed his entourage was there deep, not 5 people, not 10. They were saying 30 plus. And when you bring that many people into one building, the chances of something going wrong go way up. The story goes that Baby's crew allegedly tried to enter a private section where White was hosting his own event. They were told no. Words were exchanged, tension rose, and then shots. 2, maybe 4, depending on who you believe. Shell casings from different weapons were reportedly found, and suddenly, an NFL player worth millions is on the ground bleeding. But what shocked people even more? Days passed, and nobody was arrested. No quick suspect, no headline saying shooter captured. Just silence. And that's where the real fear started. Because when something this public happens and law enforcement goes quiet, that usually means one thing. They're not rushing, they're building. And what they might be building could be devastating. But this wasn't the first time Lil Baby's name has been floating around serious conversations, not even close. Here's what most people don't understand. Local police move fast, they want an arrest, they want a headline, they want the public to feel safe again. But the feds don't move for headlines, they move for checkmate. Or when federal investigators get involved, they don't care about grabbing one shooter. They care about grabbing everybody connected. They'll sit back for weeks, months, sometimes years, just collecting pieces. And when they finally strike, it's not one arrest, it's 20. That's why people are side-eyeing this whole situation. Because an NFL player getting shot during Super Bowl weekend is not a small deal. That's corporate money, that's league pressure, that's national attention. And if the authorities believe this connects back to something bigger, they're not treating it like a nightclub beef, they're treating it like evidence. And the scary part is, rumors have been swirling for years that Baby's crew, 4PF, has been on law enforcement's radar. Not as a rap label, not as an entourage, but as something else entirely. And that's where things start getting dark. Because to understand why this shooting matters so much, you have to go back, way back to Atlanta. Lil Baby's story was supposed to be the ultimate come-up. Dominique Jones, Cleveland Avenue. From street hustling to global superstardom, he became the face of modern Atlanta rap. And for a while, it looked like the perfect success story. But behind the plaques and private jets, Atlanta police were paying attention, not just to Baby, but to the people around him. 4PF. 4 pockets full. To fans, it was branding. To the streets, it was something else. And to investigators, rumors say it looked like an organization. Over the past few years, there have been constant whispers of beefs, retaliation cycles, and violence tied to different Atlanta crews. And authorities allegedly started connecting dots, not saying Baby was out doing anything himself, but questioning whether rap money was funding street activity behind the scenes. That's the part that makes federal cases so dangerous. Because under federal law, you don't have to be the one holding anything. You just have to be the one connected. And in Atlanta, police have publicly hinted before that certain rappers bring heat just by moving a certain way. Then came one moment that really put Baby's name in uncomfortable territory. A music video, one decision, one location, and the aftermath was deadly. In 2020, Lil Baby filmed a video in an area that was considered rival territory. To fans, it was just visuals. To the streets, that was a statement. And authorities claimed that shortly after, violence followed. Atlanta police even held a press conference that seemed to blame an Atlanta-based rapper for escalating tensions. They weren't subtle. They were basically saying, you knew where you were, you knew what it meant, and people got hurt because of it. When law enforcement starts speaking on a rapper like that publicly, that's not normal. That's a warning. Because at that point, it's not just about music anymore. It becomes about influence. And when influence turns into consequences, that's when federal attention starts creeping in. But Baby wasn't just dealing with pressure in the streets. Behind the scenes, the industry side was getting messy too. And what happened at Quality Control may have added gasoline to everything. Then came the leaked Young Thug phone calls. And those calls had hip-hop looking at QC completely differently. Or Thug was basically saying the label made massive moves. selling pieces, selling masters, huge numbers being thrown around, over $300 million. And the wild part? The conversation suggested Lil Baby might not have even gotten what people assumed. Thug implied Baby was loyal. Too loyal. That Scooter Braun allegedly wanted to meet Baby directly. But Baby didn't want to do anything without QC's P, and somehow deals were made anyway. Fans started asking, did Baby get played? Did he get cut out? Was the money not as clean as it looked? Now, whether any of that is true is another story. But pressure like that creates desperation. And investigators love one thing more than anything: a motive. Because if they believe someone's lifestyle is expensive and their money situation gets complicated, that's when they start watching harder. Oh, and the feds don't just watch your bank account, they watch your circle, your movements, your connections. And according to rumors, by 2022, people believe a bigger case was already being built quietly. Which brings us to the scariest word in all of this: RICO. RICO isn't just another charge. RICO was built to take down the mafia. It's the federal government's favorite weapon because it allows them to do something terrifying. They don't need to prove you did one thing. They just need to prove you were part of something, where things happened, under RICO. If violence happens in connection to an organization, everybody tied to that organization can get pulled in. That's why artists panic when they even hear the word. Because it's not about one incident, it becomes about a pattern, a timeline, a network. And if the feds believe 4PF is more than a rap crew, then every situation becomes evidence. Every beef becomes a thread. Every incident becomes a brick, which is why people are looking at the San Francisco shooting like, this might have been the final piece. Because now it's not just Atlanta, it's interstate. Different state, different jurisdiction, NFL athlete involved, national spotlight. And when things cross state lines, that's when federal territory gets real. Here's the part nobody can ignore. This wasn't just a random person getting hit, this was an NFL player. That means lawyers, contracts, insurance, $1 billion league. The NFL does not play street politics, they play corporate warfare. If an athlete's career is threatened, they will push hard. Teams want answers, sponsors want distance, the league wants accountability. No, and when that kind of pressure lands on law enforcement, things escalate fast. That's why people are saying you can't have something like this happen and expect it to disappear, especially when reports claim surveillance footage exists, witness statements exist, even an abandoned phone was allegedly found. That's the kind of mistake investigators don't forget. And the longer the silence stretches, the more it feels like something bigger is coming. Because the feds don't warn you, they just show up. Pre-dawn, sealed paperwork, multiple arrests at once. That's how these cases go. And if Lil Baby really is on the edge of something federal, then this could be the moment his entire career shifts forever. Lil Baby was supposed to be the blueprint, the rapper who made it out, the artist who turned pain into success. But history has shown something brutal. Fame doesn't erase your environment if you never truly leave it behind. Now, to be clear, these are still allegations, rumors, and speculation. No indictment has dropped. No official RICO has been announced. But the pattern people are watching, the silence, the stakes, it's enough to make fans nervous. Because once the federal system decides you're a target, it's not a fair fight. They have unlimited time, unlimited resources, and once they move, it's usually game over. So the real question isn't just, did one club moment go too far? The real question is, was this the beginning of the end? Or just another headline that fades away? Either way, this story is far from over, so stay locked in, because if the feds really are building, the next chapter could shock everyone. If you want updates on this situation and everything happening behind the scenes in hip-hop right now, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And drop a comment below. Do you think Lil Baby is really in danger? Or is the internet blowing this out of proportion? We'll see who was right soon.